Yo, what's going on, you guys? So today we're going to be reacting to the new Dota patch that just came out. I've been told a lot of stuff about it, mostly that I should be reacting to it and checking it out. So I know there's some new items, and I guess there's some gameplay mechanic changes. We're also going to be looking at the actual patch notes to see everything that's going on. We're going to be talking about that. First, let's just jump right into the game because I updated it, and let's check out the items, because I don't really know the best way to go check out the items other than just open the shop. So we'll check that out. Also, comment down below, what do you guys think of the new Dota patch? I mean, are you liking it? What don't you like? And I actually don't know everything that's going on yet, but once we look at the patch notes, I'm sure we're going to have more of an opinion. But I do want to see what these new items are all about, and I don't know why the demo hero takes so long to load sometimes. I mean, sometimes it's just pretty excessive. But anyways, if you haven't already voted for which true site you want me to watch, it looks like it's a film. Like, I only watched like 5 seconds just to see what it was because I clicked a link, and it looks like a film about the TI Internationals. It looks like it's really high quality, and I'm definitely down for watching it. Anyways, let's check the items. So, item shop. I don't notice anything first glance. Let's go to upgrades. This will show, actually basic. Is there anything in here that we're missing? Anything that we're missing? Everything looks the same over there. The items I use doesn't really look anything different. Not noticing anything. I still don't see any new icons. Maybe I'm blind. Oh, wait, here's one. Blitz Knuckles. New basic item. Okay, this is a new one. So 35 attack speed. What does this build into? Shadow Blade and Monkey King Bar. Monkey King Bar does a lot less damage, I think. Wait, Javelin. Grants each attack a 25% chance to pierce through evasion and deal 80 bonus magic damage. Okay, so this does do damage. I thought it had a damage, like, plus damage to it. So this isn't terrible. This also builds in the Shadow Blade. Shadow Blade is pretty much... Wait, this costs a lot more. Oh, this costs a lot more money now. Silver Edge cut. Wait, I don't know if this... Maybe this is actually similar to the same cost. This also gives you a ton of stats. But, what was I going to say? Go back. This costs a lot more, I'm pretty sure. Like, it used to just be this, and that sword, which is this. So it only used to be $2,400. Now it's $600 more. Okay, so that's new. Okay, wait, I see one. Voodoo Mask. 12% of spell damage dealt to enemy heroes is returned to the caster as health, regardless of spell damage type. Lifesteal reduced to 2.5% against creeps. And this builds into Octring Core. Oh, this is cheaper now. This is $900, 900 gold cheaper. This item is pretty broken. Passive. It's not unique, so you could stack this. That's the weird thing about Dota. There's not unique passives, or at least some of them aren't unique. So you can just straight up stack, as far as I know. Maybe I'm wrong, but as far as I know, like, you could just have 6 of these. And that would not cost that much. I don't know. This item is pretty cool, though, and this costs a lot less, but magic okay, it doesn't give you intellect. Honestly, I feel like intellect doesn't even matter anymore. It doesn't give you spell amplification, so, like, honestly, what's the point? You only need a little bit of mana, unless you're some crazy hero, like, who is it? Who's the guy? I don't know. He dashes around the map, uses a lot of mana. I don't remember, but anyways, that guy, he would need, you know, some intellect items or something, but honestly, Like this item right here would probably be enough mana for whoever is going to use it. Like Death Prophet, this is enough for Death Prophet. Death Prophet doesn't care about the intelligence. She doesn't get any boost from it anymore. They removed that. But this Voodoo Mask, I think, is pretty powerful. Like, just having it early game and having it throughout the whole game. And then eventually buying this. I think that's pretty good. Alright, I don't see any other new ones on this page, I think. Upgrades. Let's see if we see any new ones. Oh, I leveled up. Nice. I am not seeing any new ones. Neutral item. Okay, wait. Shoot. View all neutral. Okay, here we go. I was like, shoot. There's probably a new one in here. No new ones. Oh, this has changed. 200 mana, not 2. Or wait, yeah, maybe it was just the movement speed. I swear it gave 250 mana. So I've seen a lot of little upgrades. I'm sure the patch notes is going to tell us more, because we're not actually in a game right now. We don't actually get to see everything that's going on. Okay, now also tier 5. I've never looked at tier 5. This is like after an hour in the game. Also, they lowered the time. This is the same. I'm pretty sure this is the same. Maybe this is the same. Maybe this is different, but this one's different. It used to be 70 plus minutes. So now these super top ones you can get, you know, whenever. Also, I've never really seen these. Increases your primary attribute by 75. Wow. 20% all passive echo shield. Look how crazy these are. Pirate hat. 150 attack speed. Channel. Dig for 1 second. Always finds a bounty rune. I don't know about that. Anyways, let's actually open up the patch notes and see what the heck is actually going on with this patch. Because other than items, the new ones, I think there's a lot more to be had. So, the first thing that I notice is that they're making hero kill, like when you kill an enemy hero, it's going to be more important. So you're going to get way more experience and a bit more gold. Like, the thing about Dota that confuses me is it's so complex, like overly complex. Assist gold rescaled. So assists are not as good as they used to be. And basically, it's kind of becoming more like League, where you want the carry to get the kill. You want the carry to get the kill, if possible. I think we're going to see a lot of people leaving kills for the carry. Kind of like in League. Like, if I'm playing support in League, I will do my best to not kill the guy. I will let my carry get him. That's kind of what happens in League. So also, I think they're kind of boosting support play with this passive gold, because honestly, some supports in Dota, I mean, I'm not saying all of them, but you're not really supposed to farm. You're supposed to give the whole jungle to the mid lane, whatever, you know. You're not really supposed to be taking any farm unless it's shoving a wave. And this one, I don't understand. Bounty runes are now reliable gold. I don't know what that means. Does this mean we get more gold from them? I don't know. Tower hit last bounty, so it's increased. I don't know. This is just like overly complex. We don't need it. Neutral stacking support bounty increased. This I don't even know what they're talking about, so let's move on. Mid lane creep camps change from medium to small. So I think this is going to allow the mid lane to... I think they're talking about the camps like closest to mid. So like, shoot, we're not on the actual map. But when you're mid lane, there's like one here. There's like one over here, and then there's like one here. I know what they're talking about. I'm pretty sure they're making these easily killable. I think that's what's going on. I don't know what Prowler Camp actually is. Adjusted the low ground tree layout near both outposts to prevent channeling from low ground without destroying the trees first. Okay, so I guess you could access the outpost without being on the same level as it. I can see why that could be a problem. Removing a tree to make an opening in the tree line to the right of the median. Okay, that I don't care. Change the camp to the right of the secret shop from medium camp to hard camp. Okay. Swap the hard camp to the right of the radiant top tower. With Ancient Camp and the... Okay. Reduce the size of the Radiant Safe Lane Hard Camp Spawn Box. These are some jungle upgrade. I don't know all that much about the jungle. Radiant Safe Lane... Okay, okay. Outposts can no longer be stolen by the other team until they kill one of your T2 towers. So... This is just making the game longer, in my opinion. Because if you don't know, outposts give XP at every 10 minutes. And I guess this just it forces them to take a tower before they can, you know, take advantage of your jungle, I guess, more easily. I don't know, because like you can teleport to outposts, they give a little bit of vision. Outposts now reveal enemies channeling it, so that's important. Outpost vision radius is now shown by holding all. I guess I didn't even notice that you couldn't do that. All lane creeps now avoid hero aggro until they are near enemy creeps. I don't know what near means. Like, I guess it's 1550 range. Neutrals or within 1550 range of their tier 1 tower. This active. This is, what is this? Typo. This is active until the siege units spawn at 5 minutes. Okay, this I don't like so much. This means like, let's say there's no enemy creep and there's a enemy hero attacking me. That means my creeps are not going to hit it. So I can't rely on, you know, like just baiting them and then letting my creeps kill them. Because in League, that's surprisingly a good way to get somebody killed is you fight them. I mean, the only noobs are going to do it because they know creeps do a lot of damage in League. But one of the things people do is they'll wait till the wave is right. So like they'll bait them. I'll be like low HP when my wave is pushing and they don't have a wave. So they're about to kill me, but my creeps actually end up killing them because they do so much damage. They only have to cast like one spell. So I kind of don't like that coming from League, to be honest with you. Anyways, Courier Bounty reduced from 30 plus 7 divided by level. Okay, so killing couriers is less worth it. Courier flying upgrade requirement. Okay, I like this a lot. This kind of does speed up the game a little bit, and it also makes it less punishing when your courier dies. I feel like it is, I don't know, maybe this is for more like geared towards noobs. This part I like. I think this is just better in general, but this part I feel like is geared towards noobs because I feel like the really good Dota players are gonna like manually go and control their courier if it's in danger, like if you're really good. Courier movement speed is reduced by 15% while carrying consumables. That's pretty weird. I don't know how impactful that's going to be, but that does mean like if I'm going to buy mangoes, which I pretty much do every single game, it's going to take a little bit longer to get to me. So that's kind of, I would say it's interesting. I mean, I like that Dota does a lot of changes. It's definitely different from a lot of other games I play where there's not much, you know, there's not so many changes so often. Now, armor formula is now a complex equation. So basically, if you're in game, you're not going to be able to calculate it without a calculator. I don't know. It's just weird. I mean, you don't need to calculate it. You can just mouse over somebody, but maybe this is improved. I don't know what the old one was. Armor per agility is increased slightly. So I actually hate agility heroes. And I don't know. Just, I'm biased against this one. Okay, moving on. Towers. Tier 1 towers attack speed increased a little bit, so their attack is faster and base attack speed. Wait, attack rate. What is attack rate and attack speed? That's just one of those overly complex things that I don't understand. Okay, tier 1 towers damage reduced from. Wait, what? Same overall DPS with above. Why? Wait, let's see it right here. Okay, you can kind of see. So does this make it harder to farm, easier to farm? I guess you wouldn't know until you're actually playing. But it's just kind of weird. Like, why would you need to do that? That would be kind of weird. Like I can imagine if they did something like this in League, it would make so many people bad. Like everyone have to relearn a lot of like farming, especially like mid lane. People who actually use like their abilities to like manipulate the lane, and then they clean up creeps that are about to die with an ability or whatever. Because in League, it's pretty much like 2 tower hits for melee, 1 for caster, and then caster usually you have to auto before it hits, and then 1 after, and then an auto after the tower hits. And then the siege creep is a couple hits. I mean, that one's easier to time in League than Dota, but okay, tier 2 plus towers attack speed. So they just messed with the towers. Why, you may ask? I have no idea. And then siege units health increased by 60, as if they weren't taking enough. I guess this is kind of gonna buff people who control units with items. I don't remember what they are, but I know also Chen, right? He can like take over units, so maybe this is gonna buff people like that. Because siege creeps, I don't know if you've ever tried to farm them, but they're pretty freaking crazy. Now, all draft. Okay, so they reworked how all draft work. I don't play all draft. All hero ban count increased from 10 to... Okay, so this doesn't change anything. The way the ban system works in ranked or normals it's kind of a joke. To be honest with you, it's not good. It's not good at all. Because you don't have enough time to ask your team what they're going to play. You don't have enough time to ask your team who they want to ban. You don't have enough time to check your team's profiles to see who they play if they're not talking. You don't have enough time to strategize in the ban phase. You don't have enough time for any of that. In League, you have plenty of time because the ban stage is like, they have 30 seconds, but they have like a pre-ban stage. So you can hover your character. A lot of people do this. So they'll go into the hero select, champion select, and they'll just hover who they're going to play. So when you're banning, you know who not to ban. And when people are actually picking characters in ranked or draft, it'll go from like, you know, 1 up, like it'll be like 5 people on each team. There'll be someone on top left, he'll pick, and then 2 people on the right will pick, and then 2 more on the left will pick. So you have all this time to figure out, okay, who are people picking? It's in Dota, I mean, they don't have it like that. As far as like being a complete noob, as far as I know, it's just straight up like, you know, just go pick. Like, and then if you don't pick, you lose gold. There's no strategizing. They really need to change this. It doesn't have to be exactly like League, but it's really chaotic, and I feel like this doesn't change anything. Anyways, all pick first 2 rounds have now 5 extra seconds for hero picking. If this means rank too, this is okay. 5 extra seconds, that could help. Captain's mode, captain's mode, captain's mode. Random draft hero pool reduced from 40 to 33. Wait, why would they do that? I guess they only include the ones that are helpful? I don't know. Okay, Fountain now has Fury swipes, increasing its damage by 3 for each hit. I don't think 3 damage is very much. Am I crazy? That's not very much damage. 3 damage? People aren't going to be tower diving at level 6. People are going to be tower diving at like level 27. When they have tons of armor and tons of whatever HP. This is nothing. In League, if you tower dive, you will die instantly because the fountain does, well, fountain diving, I mean. The fountain does 1,000 true damage like every half second if you're in there. So unless you're full tank, you're not going to live in the fountain for more than like 1 second most. And in Dota, it's kind of a joke, to be honest. But Fury swipes, I guess it increases damage each hit, so you can't stay in there as long, but I mean, Ursa's just going to sit in there anyway and kill my whole team. Neutral items, nearby enemy range, drop restriction, increase... Wait, what? This is just a confusing sentence. Okay, neutral items, nearby enemies, range drop. Okay, so, like, I guess you have more time or like more space to pick up neutral items, right? Neutral items will no longer drop if the nearby real hero source of kills is teleporting. Okay, so this is like a nerf to micro heroes. You know, you can't be natures and just clear the whole junk, whatever you're doing, and then you can't teleport out. Neutral items will no longer drop for Meepo clones if the original Meepo is not nearby. Okay, so that's a huge Meepo nerf, because I think the whole point of playing Meepo is like you're in all places farming at once, and then you just become a like for the really good players. Obviously, he's a hard character. It's not like I could go play Meepo right now and do this, but like the whole point is like you get ahead so fast because, you know, this is a high level character and he is easily counterable. That's why, like, if you're not good, you wouldn't play him, because if one of them dies, they all die. But this kind of defeats the purpose of like clearing the jungle, in my opinion. So lifesteal amplification now stacks diminishingly rather than additively. So like considering they do all these like complicated things, they're not giving us numbers for this, which is kind of discouraging. So I was talking about you could stack these before. Now I guess it's not good. By how much, I have no idea because they won't tell me. HP regen amplification now stacks diminishingly. Okay, heal amplification now stacks diminishingly. So they're kind of it's just really confusing. They add this like new item, but it's not good to stack it. Isn't the whole point of having this cheap item to stack it? I don't know, but what is this? What does this actually mean? I guess maybe someone has numbers out there, but yeah, like all this is any like healing is reduced. Okay, now items. No longer provides archer aura, movement attack speed, attack damage from piercing to hero. Okay, the only thing that I know about piercing damage is that one item that we saw, and it is called Javelin. Pierce. Grants each attack a 25% chance to pierce through evasion. Okay, this is just one of those things where it's like the game is just too complicated and it makes no sense. Like, I don't understand. I don't think anyone understands. Attack damage type change from okay, we saw that. Such that the net effect is minus 57% versus creeps, minus 10% versus buildings, and plus 26 versus heroes. So I guess this is more like for fighting now rather than just splitting. Because I know what this does. It summons like these little things that fight for you. Helm of the Dominator. No longer provides damage or regen. Dominate also now buffs the thing you want to control. So this is one of the like high level items where someone will control like a jungle creep, and some of the jungle creeps have like abilities. So I see a lot of people, they'll get like the the like Tauren, whatever you want to call it. I think of World of Warcraft. He has like he has like the stomp that stuns. So this is like, I guess, more useful. Passive bonus are now. So this is a tank item. So this is a good tank item now. Helm of the Dominator. Yeah, okay, there we go. I mean, this is an item I'd never really use because I'm not that good at Dota, but I can see like now people are probably going to use this more. Vladimir's Offering. So this is one I've bought before. Now requires a Mask of Death, Blades of Attack, and Ring of Basilisk. Total cost from 2,300 to, okay, so 75 gold more, not a big deal. No longer gives stats or armor. Lifesteal or reduced from 20% to 15, but now gives damage also, and gives mana regen. So it's like a little bit different. Vladimir's Offering. So honestly, I feel like this is a buff. Maybe I'm wrong. What did it have before? 5 stats, armor. So instead of being a tanky item, I guess it's more of a damage item. There we go. Drum of Endurance. I bought this before. Now provides 6 to all attributes. Okay. Buckler, they nerfed it. Ooh, big nerf. Now requires Buckler instead of Chainmail. Total cost remains the same. Now provides +3 armor. No longer provides +5 all stats. Why not? Self armor reduced from +6 to +4. Oh, but it gives an armor aura. Maybe that's why. Okay, that's Crimson Guard. Cooldown reduced from 46 to 40. Okay, I like it. Blade Mail. Now has a 500 gold recipe instead of using Robe of the Magi. No longer gives intelligence. That's actually bad. Wait, passive damage return. Every time you are attacked, you return 20% damage plus 20% of the attack damage dealt to you. For 4.5 seconds, the damage returned from all sources increased by 80%. So this is actually, the effect of it is actually a buff. So you still get that 100% because of the passive, right? I assume, because it says increased by 80%, which means you still get this. But the intelligence means, like, I can't buy this on Pudge. I need some mana. Okay, we looked at Blitz Knuckles. It builds into this and something else. Oblivion Staff. I know it builds into Orchid. Okay, not important. Cost reduced from 1,400 to 1,000. No longer provides 20. Wait, I didn't even realize the amulet gave attack speed. I always just thought it was its own thing. And this is the same, I think. But Shadow Blade is more expensive, I think. Echo Saber. Slow is now only applied by real heroes. What does that mean? Oh, like illusions. It doesn't work on illusions. This is just... They should just... I don't know. Okay, illusions. Now requires Echo Saber instead of Ultimate Orb. Okay, I know this one is really powerful. I saw Silver Edge. We were looking at it a bit. Yeah, so this has changed a bit. Bracer. Strength, Intelligence, Agility reduced from 633 to 522. No longer grants magic resistance. Now grants +3 damage and... Okay, so no one's going to use it. Strength... Why did they just change all these starting items? And wait, Null Talisman. This was always amplification. This was always spell amplification. Why they make these tiny changes, I have no idea. Health regen, come on. Cost reduced though. Okay, I'll take the cost reduced. Mana regen reduced. Cost increased. So wait, some of my items are cheaper now. The Urn of Shadows must be cheaper. Ring of Basilisk. Headdress cost increase. Total price remains. Recipe cost increase. Nothing's cheaper. They just like did a little change. Why? Why you ask? I have no idea. Unbroken speed reduced from 75 to 70. Total cost reduced. Okay. Broken speed reduced from 50 to 45. Honestly, I think 5 movement speed is worth way less than 50 gold. So I'll take it. No longer provides mana loss reduction. I'm not too offended by this. It just gives you more mana now. More mana regen. I guess mana loss can be kind of broken on those heroes that use a lot of abilities. Shoot. None of them come to mind. You know what I mean? Like the people who are pretty much using abilities the entire game, every second of the game. Whether it's to farm or fight. No longer provides the... Okay, but they increased spell amplification. No longer provides spell steal amplification. Now gives 24% spell lifesteal amplification. Okay, wait a minute. Now we're getting to the good stuff. Look at this. All these intelligence things. Spell amp increased and lifesteal amplification. Magic resist, whatever. Cooldown reduced from 250 to 85. That Bloodstone, I remember it gives you like some regeneration. Converts 30% of your max mana to health regeneration for over 2 seconds. For passive mana battery. Each charge. Okay. Yeah, so this is actually pretty big. People are probably going to buy blood. Maybe people weren't buying Bloodstone, so they're making it so like you can actually maybe use this. Yeah, so no bonus intelligence. We saw that. Veil of Discord, attributes reduced from 9 to 4. Recipe cost reduced a lot. Wait, so is this super cheap? Wait, what is this? Seer Stone. Oh. I used to type Veil. Oh, it's right there. Wait, it's only 1,500. And the whole point is to get it for the active, right? So this is pretty good. 4 to all attributes. And mana regen. So this is pretty good. Holy Locket can now target allied units with the magic stick active. Oh, this is a support item now. 2,500. This is a support item now. Passive Holy Blessing amplifies heals you provide by 35. Okay. This is a support item. It's like being Soraka. That's actually cool. Okay, I actually like this. This is something I might buy next time I'm support. Soul Ring now requires 2x Gauntlet and now provides 6 strength and 2 armor. No longer provides HP regen. Okay, attack speed increased. Damage reduced by 1. Why even change that? I don't know. Cost reduced from 550 to 450. Recipe cost increased. Total cost remains the same. Meteor Hammer. Cooldown reduced by 4 seconds. Stun duration reduced. Recipe now gives you some good stats. Spirit Vessel no longer has a heal reduction aura. Wait, what? Soul regen, soul DPS, enemy HP regen reduction increased. Okay, that's pretty good. But what is no heal reduction? Is there any heal reduction in this game anymore? At all? I don't think so. Freezing aura now applies. Oh wait, just as I say that. So this is cool. They upgraded that. Now Belt of Strength. Wait, Dagon is for everyone now. Dagon, it's for everyone now. It used to just be an intelligence thing. Honestly, this might be a good upgrade. Because now you can buy it on Pudge, you can buy it on whoever you want. And it'll be, I mean, it'll give you stats. It won't just give you intelligence, which only gives you mana pretty much if you're not intelligence. Okay, Heart of Trust no longer provides plus 10 health regen, nor heal / regen amplification. Okay. Now passively provides 1% health regeneration. While out of combat, okay. Strength reduced, recipe cost increased. Why? Why do they have to nerf this? Heal reduction increased. Oh, here's more heal reduction. Quelling Blade, don't care. Don't care, don't care, don't care. XP multiplier increased. Cooldown a little bit. 200. I was gonna say it's on sale for 200 gold cheaper. Recipe cost decreased. Cooldown decreased. Mango Tree now has a minimap icon. Royal Jelly no longer drops if another consumable item has dropped in the same tier. Wait, that sucks. Wait, that actually is terrible then. Let's look at tier 1. How many consumables are there? That's not a consumable. 1, 2. Oh. I guess it's green. Green means consume, right? So there's only one other consumable. This looks like a consumable. Ironwood Tree. I kind of don't like that they don't just say No longer drops if Mango Tree is dropped. They should just say that. If Mango Tree is dropped in the same... I don't like that. Okay. Some of these items are useful, though. Philosopher's Stone, damage reduction reduced. Okay, so it's a little bit better. No longer drops if consumable. Pirate Hat, no longer steals gold on kills. Can be active to dig money for... heal increase from 300 to 400. Okay, so I guess they've changed towers a lot, and just like how the game works in general. And honestly, my take on it is they just make so many unnecessary changes. Like, we look at like the great games like Counter-Strike 1.6, Super Smash Bros. Melee. I don't know. There's so many other old games, but those games are good because people have spent like years and years and years and years and years learning everything they possibly can. If there's some major update like every other day, and like those little tiny things people have spent years on, I don't know, it's just kind of weird. But also Dota's kind of its own thing, and I do like that it's, you know, it's good to have those games that are updated all the time so that you're never gonna have those game-breaking bugs, because Dota is on it like the second it happens. And but on the other hand, like I said, it is kind of not my style to have everything just change like all the time. Like the thing is, I don't play Dota that much, so once I get used to something that's going on, and then it's like I have to go relearn it, it's kind of annoying. I'm not gonna be not gonna sugarcoat it. It's really annoying to me, but at the same time, it does make the game a little bit unique. And yeah, overall I think some of the changes are good, but they should bring back intelligence amplification on intelligence. I mean, spell amplification on intelligence. If you agree, make sure to leave a like on this video. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to the patch. I know this was more of a big patch, and also I know I didn't read any of the live chat. I was trying to do my best. But anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this, make sure to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. I'd love to hear what you guys think about, you know, what I had to say about this patch. Obviously, coming from League, things are a bit different over there. We get an update maybe, you know, once every week or two. I mean, if there's some like bug or something, it gets fixed like immediately. They'll just disable something and go work on it. But besides that, we don't have too many frequent updates compared to Dota. Like, every time I log into Dota, there's an update. And honestly, that's kind of the thing that is just weird for me, because I'm like, okay, like, do I have to go relearn the game? What's going on with the game? And I feel bad for not reading the live chat because I was trying to make it, you know, a little bit. Anyways, guys, I'm going to end it right here. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. More content coming your way. We're actually going to be reacting to some Dota-related stuff coming up. Someone on my friends list beat 2 TI winners, and they were both on the same team. So we're going to be reacting to that game pretty soon, so make sure to stick around. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this little reaction to the new crazy patch.